Alright, good morning gamers, and we're back with the random talk that's not so random, right? Um, actually, I remember I did have something planned to talk about today, but I don't remember. Um, what was I don't really remember, bro. I don't. I honestly don't remember what I was going to talk about. I should have made bulletin points. But anyways, we're back on the intense mode, right? Level 3 shenanigans. Oh my goodness. He's right behind me. Bro, I hate these. Hate those things, bro. Anyways, yeah. We're gonna complete the run, right? It'll probably take me like 40 minutes, I'm not gonna lie. How did my thing go all the way over here? I heard a lot of people. I heard from like Flats, if you don't know who Flats is, right? Flats was talking about how like PvP games may kind of become like casual competitors, right? Like people who are like casuals, but they're still like competitive. But clans protect your right to a low value, right? And I could definitely agree with that statement. I definitely think what are my perks right now? Okay. I definitely think that PvP games definitely become you know, casually competitive. And he was talking about how Marvel Rivals kinda is not like that. Like it doesn't really reward you for being highly skilled. Right? Which I do agree. Right? Sometimes like in Marvel Rivals right now, if you don't know. It's kinda just become very, how do I explain it? It's become very ult dependent. I guess it was always ult dependent, but like healer ults, right? So like, you know, like there's a lot of characters in the game that has like skill check, right? You know, like Hala's kind of like a skill check, Spider-Man's a skill check, Daredevil's like a combo skill check, like Magic, right, and so forth and so forth. But where they are with Marvel Rivals, it feels like they've kind of like taken away that skill check, where it's not that they've taken away the skill check, it's just that, oh my god, why am I almost dead? Hold on. Bro, this is what I hate about like, oh my god. Oh my god, really now? It's like, bro, they hit so hard. Holy cap. Like, what was that?
Same inevitable suffering. Let's see how long you last this
yeah, okay. We're gonna try a different gun. Right. So me talking about skill checked, I got skill checked, right? We're gonna run it back with this with the level 2 shotgun. The other shotgun. I honestly couldn't tell you what happened there. But yeah, like Battlefield is kind of like a casual competitive game now, right? Like everybody's really like highly competitive at Battlefield. But Marvel Rivals is kind of like, you know, you can do your best to hit all your shots, and then just healers kind of just make it feel like you didn't do anything. Oh my god, hold on. Oh my god. We're so cooked this run. Yeah, healers just make it feel like you didn't, all your skill that you put into it, nope, doesn't matter, right? Holy crap. And I do kind of understand that feeling, like triple heals right now in Marvel Rivals is so incredibly strong. Like I think it's actually worse than where it used to be, right? Like incredibly worse than it used to be. Okay. Where it just feels like if you run into like a triple heal comp, it's like, bro, the amount of effort you have to put in to get a kill is absolutely OD. Like, bro. The one thing I hate about this game is like that, is like the just random projectile that comes out of nowhere. It's like I constantly have to be like the complete aggressor, right? What was I saying? Yeah, it's like triple heals is just way too strong. It just feels like it negates every effort you kind of put into it. It's even worse than when we first complained about triple heals, because now like a lot of the healers can't fight back also, and they just pseudo buff like every healer to be like incredibly strong. And we talk about like a power creep, bro. Like this is not the power creep we were like wanting, I guess you could say. And I even feel it sometimes, right? Like it's just like, okay, I play hit scan, and it's just like, holy bro, like unless I play like somebody like Punisher, like handler sometimes just doesn't do the job, right? Like there's just so much so much healing that it feels like I can't even get through any sort of healing. Ah, okay. Not gonna lie, we kind of did risk it for the biscuit there. I just can't get through enough healing. Like it's just like I don't do enough damage unless we run like triple like DPS, and then even then, if sometimes we're like, okay, we run triple DPS, but we don't have like a tank, right? And they're running triple heals with their tank and 1 DPS. It's like, brother, like, what's going on? And it just makes sometimes for a bad game dynamic, right? Yo, my grenades do no damage. I have to get that bro. Like, you see what I'm saying about these like random hits? Like, I don't. Oh my god. Like, I don't even think it's like the thing about being more aggressive. It's just like these mobs track pretty decently well. Plus having like all their shots kind of like, you see what I'm saying? All their shots are kind of like the spread shots. I think if I die in this run, I'm not gonna lie, I may start doing this on easy mode with just high amounts of modifiers. But the thing is, like, if I don't do this, like, I'm gonna have to do this on like a auto pistol or something. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I'm keeping losing my train of thought because I'm being hit by like complete like bullshit. Yeah, like it's just like I like oftentimes I find myself going Punisher, right? And the reason why I go Punisher, may sound a little bit scummy, is just because of the simple fact that I could just sit there, not have to hit all my shots, and just dink, like just dink in the head. Snowflake mod may be useful actually. I'm not even gonna risk it. I just have to dink in the head, right? And like I could just track very well, right? same thing with like Phoenix, right? Like a lot of people, like if you look at like Vlad's tier list or like other people's tier list, Ella is still at the top, but I feel like now it's a little bit more like, okay, it's because we have, you know, Namor, right? And you know, it's funny because most people say like it's the other way around, right? Like bro, you see how much damage they do? It's not even, I'm not even playing. Like you see how like I almost got hit by the O-ring as I was dashing out to avoid that. I'm getting clamped down, bro. Like NFL clamps, bro. Oh my god, I'm actually gonna die again. I can't. Oh my god, I suck. I actually suck. Alright. We're gonna use run one more time, and when we get to the first boss and we beat the first boss, we're ending the video because holy shit.
You're lasting longer than usual.
Holy shit.
Don't give me hope like that.
Okay. Yeah, I just feel like it's just not enough. Like Battlefield is the same way. Like it's Battlefield became less, like, how do I explain it? Battlefield became less casual for sure. Like if you think Battlefield is casual, like you bro, you haven't played previous Battlefields, bro. Previous Battlefields was like ultimate casual, bro. Like you could do the, like, you know, go up in the sky, have a plane chase you in the sky, exit the plane, and shoot a rocket, right? You know, I'm not even gonna say the name because maybe a lot of y'all don't know the name. And that's like Battlefield, right? Like just being able to do just whack and doodle shit and having it work. Like, but now it feels like in Battlefield, you don't really have that option anymore. You know, like it feels more like, okay, if I'm not playing a certain kind of way, right? I just lag. You know, if I don't play Battlefield in a certain kind of way, it's like I'm not really being I'm not really fulfilling anything, right? Like, and to do some of the wackadoodle shit people do in Battlefield 6 now just feels like, it just feels like you have to try so hard to get it done, right? Like before, like Battlefield just feels like more of a sandbox. And I'm telling you, bro, these conversations always somehow come back to Battlefield. I think it's just because Battlefield is the most recent game. But like another game like Arc Raiders, right? Like if y'all remember Arc Raiders in the beginning, it used to be like super casual. Nobody was really like killing each other. No one's really attacking each other, right? You can kind of blame streamers for the PvP that goes on right now. But it was like, it's inevitable that something like a PvP extraction looter shoot would just turn into just PvP, steal other people's loot, get the fuck out, right? Like it's just like, it's way easier than to sit there and try to bring, like, you know, eventually get a whole cracker. Oh my god, there's two great mods. Two great mods. It takes entirely less effort trying to, you know, come in with a whole cracker, you know, take down some big boy enemies and stuff like that, right? And get out with like crazy fucking loot. Now it's just like, bro, I might as well just like kill somebody, take the fucking loot, right? Like a lot of people, how they get like purples and stuff like that and crazy stuff is because they just like literally just kill someone else and take it and dip. That easy. And like I said, I don't think it's a fault of like, I don't think it's the fault of arc raiders. It's just the fault of PvP extraction looter shooters. They just become that kind of like crazy, like casual, competitive aspect that that a lot of people don't really want to deal with anymore. And I think that's why like a lot of people like, you know, sometimes don't like playing arc raiders, or like they take massive breaks from arc raiders, is because of the fact that it's like they didn't come there to play Tarkov, right? And when I mean Tarkov, not like in an extreme sense, like okay, yeah, like this is like exactly like Tarkov, because Tarkov sometimes it's like you can kind of just get away with never running into somebody. But in like arc raiders, it's like you have to sit there and fight your way, right? And a lot of people will be like, oh, whoop-de-woo, you know, just get better. But this is like, this is where I would get at, right? Is that arc raiders is meant to be more casual, right? It's supposed to be, one, it's already easier. Two, it's meant to be way more casual. Like, just get on, get some loot, get the fuck out. Like, no. Like, a lot of people's experience that you see who are playing arc raiders is them having to fight, like, for their life. And it's unappealing to, like, new players, right? Like, what was arc raiders' big problem recently was the fact that they had a lot of spawn campers, right? Like, they just had a lot of spawn campers, bro. Which is like, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, well, you know, you can't do that. But you know, it's pretty clear that like spawn camping is considered to be kind of just a cheesy way of just killing people and, you know, messing with people and stuff like that. Which is why they had to like what, make new spawns, right? Or at least randomize the spawns, I guess, more. I don't know what the fuck they did, to be honest. Bro, like, look at this. Like, bro, it's like if I was in third person mode, this would be so much easier, because I could at least see like my character's frame. But I'm not in third person mode, right? No way. And the arc raider had to do something about like PvP, right? And what people don't understand is like most people who play video games are casuals, right? Whether they become like casuals, casual competitive, or whatever it may be. But it's clear that they become like more casual, right? Like that's just the overall is that most people play video games are just casuals, right? So when you talk about a game like arc raiders or something, or like any type of PvP game, having to cater to the casuals is one big thing, but you know, sometimes it just blows up in your face because it's like, you know, maybe your game is not meant to be casual, right? Oh my god. So let's take like Marvel Rivals for example. Marvel Rivals is a game that's meant to be more casual than Overwatch. It's pretty clear. Like, what? How did he? There's no way he freezed. Where's he at, bro? Where's you going, bro? Come back here. what was I saying? Marvel Rivals is supposed to be way more casual, right? And they kind of try to advertise themselves as being more casual, but in the end, just like it just doesn't work well, right? And Marvel Rivals constantly, why they do like power creeps and stuff like that is because they try to make it that everyone feels like, you know, I guess included, I guess you could say, like you know, everyone doesn't feel like they're kind of being left out or being, you know, they were catering to one thing and not the other. Decreasing resolution setting, bro. Yeah, that's hilarious. I have 29 bullets now. And I remember my friend was like, you know, the big thing about Marvel Rivals versus Overwatch is that the fact that they don't have like roll queue, right? And the reason why they don't have roll queue is purely so they can, you know, help cater to like casuals who want to play, let's say, my favorite character is Iron Man. You know, I want to play Iron Man. I don't want to have to sit there and be put in a roll queue where I have to sit in PvP, or not PvP, in, you know, DPS and sitting there for like 7,000 years because everyone wants to play DPS, you feel me? Right? But he wants to bring like roll queue because he's sick of having to be like the only healer and stuff like that. And it's like, and the reality is that roll queue does not actually solve the issue, right? If you really think about it, roll queue doesn't solve the issue of people wanting to play a character at all. It kind of just makes the issue worse. And for Marvel Rivals' sake, it would be entirely worse because, like, my solution was, okay, I'll put down my solution. My solution was like, hey, let's just say that like when you queue into a match, there can only be 2 DPSs, 2 tanks and stuff like that. Like, it's like a pseudo roll queue, right? Where it's like, okay, if someone instant locks DPS, you have to go healer. But then it's like, in my mind, like when I said that, I was like, oh yeah, that could probably work, right? But then I realized very quickly that that doesn't really work, right? Like you're still not solving the issue of instant locking DPSs, right? And yo, I may actually just suck so bad that I just really can't even beat this mode. It's just so much aggression, like brother, bro. Okay. It doesn't solve that issue either. So I think like Marvel Rival's solution was make healers and every other class way more powerful, right? So that like people be more enticed to pick it. The problem is, it's not, I think Marvel Rivals kind of understands the problem is not of the fact that other characters aren't viable to use. It's the fact that other people just don't think they're cool enough that they want to fucking use them, right? Like, unfortunately, Lunar Snow is just not as cool as BP or Hala and stuff like that, you know, like, or like Jeff is just not as cool, right? Like, I don't know if I had to increase grenade last match. But if I did, I sucked. No Kizzy, like, can I unlock that? Oh. I feel like there's supposed to be a portal there. So, my variable solution was just to power creep everybody else so that they feel more valuable, but I think it's just reality. Just the other people are just not as cool, the kids are just not as cool, and you know, Marvel Rivals don't really have a solution for that. and they kind of just have to deal with it. But like adding Roku into how did I miss that twice? Oh, what, bro? This is what I'm saying about like these like where did the hit come from? This is the thing about these hits. Like, look how like invisible they become after such a short period of time. Like, I actually think I have more fun playing like hard mode. I think I had actual more fun playing easy mode with modifiers than I actually did having like playing this. There's not much left for me to do in this game. Like I've beaten this game like what? Like right there, what did I get hit by? Like, do I have to start turning down my, like, gamma, bro? Like, holy, bro. I'm actually gonna die. I'm trying to lock in, bro. Like, Jesus, man. What was I saying, bro? Oh yeah, Roku just doesn't solve any fucking issues, bro. Like I understand why he wants Roku, but then it's like, if Marvel Rivals added Roku, it'll just end the game, right? Like, it would just end the game. I think the next time I do one of these videos, I'm going to do on Risk of Rain. No cap. Or what are these other like kind of like fast-paced shooters? I have like Severed Steel and Trey, and like I'm about to play. I'm about to buy like Trey Pong, bro. Like what? What in this, bro? He's already spamming, bro. He shot one time with the shotgun shot, and then shoot again. Like, how did that not hit, bro? He's actually spamming. Please. This video is already 30 minutes long of me rambling about fucking nothing, bro. But it's just the fact that everyone's become like kind of competitive, like casuals, really. And like Marvel Rivals is just like competitive casuals. Like, yeah, you're kind of being rewarded for your skill, but it's like you're not being rewarded for your skill, so everyone kind of is like trying harder to like actually prove themselves, right? You know what's funny about like me talking about this is that I feel like it's actually like one of the most useless opinions ever. Just on how PvP works nowadays. Can't he first phase die, bro? Holy. Bro, it's actually gonna take me like 7 years to do this. I may actually just never do insanity mode again. I may just do this back on easy with modifiers. Bro, that went through him, bro. I'm actually probably just going, bro. I should just go back to silent gameplay. Oh my god, bro. He actually took away half my health. Yo, that was so capped. Alright, are we done with this phase? Oh my god. Bro, we lose twice in a row just to do the single boss over again, just to go back down to the same stage I was on earlier. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Alright. So, before I end this video, I guess the clear thought process is, PvP, play versus play video games, has become quite the casual, competitive, try-hardy, not try-hardy kind of games that has been deterring new players from playing, or at least trying to get into it, because they get like absolutely shat on immediately. Battlefield 6 is a good example. Arc Raiders is a pretty good example. Call of Duty has probably always been an example of this. And Marvel Rivals is a example of this that's kind of being balanced by the abilities in the video game. So it feels like you don't really get as rewarded for your skills as you do with just farming ulting. Get kills with ult, team wipe. Boom. Easy, right? And I guess like really it's not like a skill issue, right? It's more so like, are you gonna make that commitment to get better at the game, or are you just gonna move on to something else that's less sweaty, less tryhardy, and something that's more like, well, I'm playing single player, and you know, you would rather just rage at the video game than rage at the fact that you're raging at your teammates, raging at how the game works, this and the stuff. Well, I mean, not I guess not how the game works, but like the abilities in the game, and would rather just rage at why the fuck does all of these enemies have fucking good, decent tracking and like fucking 7,000 spread shots, okay? You know? That's kind of the point of the video. But anyways, next time I see y'all, we're completing this. Shit. It's gonna be so rough trying to complete this. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We may have to do this. Anyways, yeah. We're gonna complete this hard. We're gonna complete intense mode run. Guaranteed. And when we do, fucking either quitting or I'm playing this shit on easy mode or modify a song. On everything. But yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Dale, love y'all. And thanks for listening to my dumbass rants. Deuces.